sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Here are the starters for Utah. Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then there's George, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Bailey from deep, and he buries his first look.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Drops in the 3.
That's a big turnaround right there. LeBron answering right back with the 3. He knows momentum is in the balance, and he wants it to swing his way.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen for 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The shot by Reeves, no good. George against Doncic. It's George with the drive. And here's Bailey for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. George passes to Nurkic. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. James with the rebound. The Lakers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Doncic. For 3. They get it back. To the middle. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Keontae George. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Austin Reeves.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clark, last season, the Lakers reached 50 wins for the 34th time in franchise history. An incredible number.
Yeah, that's a big-time number, and only the Celtics have more 50-plus win seasons with 37 total, and I think the difference in championships is between these two franchises, the Celtics with 18 and the Lakers with 17. Consistent greatness for both franchises, clearly. 2 pillars of the league.
Doncic, and the shot's good. Doncic has got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And what better time to look at the team scoring the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The 4th spot held by Los Angeles.
They anticipate well defensively, force a lot of mistakes, and quickly turn defense into offense.
Jazz trail by 8. George outside, down low. Can they get it? And Reeves pulls it down.
Hey, there's nothing more embarrassing than missing a dunk, but even more so when it's a solo effort.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's George, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Utah moving the ball around. 3-pointer. LeBron with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 10. Back to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in
on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George, good.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
The Lakers have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Back to Doncic. James outside. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Mikhailuk. Yet to see a basket. Stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. And stolen by Markkanen. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Nurkic. Markkanen outside. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Markkanen's got 5 points.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Unloads. Shot's good by James.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Lakers, still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course, there's Utah, behind 4.5 games.
Now, checking out the Jazz, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in. Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Back to Doncic. Hachimura from long range. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's George, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Hits both from the stripe.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. BA, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Bailey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Ayton. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's George. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. George outside. And another miss by Utah.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Back to Doncic. For 3, James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Mikhailuk. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. Nurkic passes to Bailey. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Mikhailuk. Ayton against Nurkic. George outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic passes to Ayton, and here's Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Screen by James. Here's Reeves. Pass to James. The shot's good. James has got 10 points in the game.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
George passes to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. And no good. James inside. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. 17-point game. Nurkic passes to Bailey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bailey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
The Lakers with the ball. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height, but at the combine he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league, but it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. And Smart subbed in for Reeves. Now here's Doncic. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. There's the triple. And that one's good. LaRavia. And the Lakers lead by 18.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Collier. He had a big outing in that Bulls game as well.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. Doncic up top. George defending. Over to the left wing. Vanderbilt finds Smart. From deep, here's Doncic. And Los Angeles another 3.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Jazz.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Over to the wing. Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Filipowski. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's George. The Lakers with a rebound.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's Los Angeles, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Reeves in at the point. That's the Laker 5. And he drops it first. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Graham.
And that became a glaring need, as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
So he gets them both. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Now here's Hayes. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Now here's Reeves. He's guarded closely. Chalk up 2 there. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Well, give Reeves a save there. I mean, that possession was headed nowhere.
Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. Lots of room. And the bucket is good. Filipowski's got 4 points this quarter.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Smart passes to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by LaRavia. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by LaRavia. Sensabaugh, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Basket's good. Reeves has got 7 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Collier. Still no points. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right wing. He shoots it. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Smart passes to Reeves. Back to Smart. Outside Reeves. Vanderbilt with a screen. And that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. 10 points for him.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Guys that have been piling up the steals. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Marcus Smart, third.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They set the pick. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. To end the run. Hits the trifecta. Bailey's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
The Lakers lead by 19. Smart looking around. From downtown. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the inside. Collier. Good on the shot.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Now here's Laravia. 5 points in the game. Right side Reeves. Back to Laravia. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Sinks the tray. Vanderbilt's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, they are fearless from the arc, and that's helping them protect this lead.
And it's Utah with the ball. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Los Angeles. Ayton comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic has subbed in for Laravia. And a switch here also for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Filipowski. Smart outside. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Doncic. Gets the 3 ball to go. Doncic has got 15 points.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Here's Bailey. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Bailey. He's got 12. Pass to Markkanen. To the paint. Bailey's shot is off.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Mikhailuk, following the score by Los Angeles. And there's a pick. Lets the 3 fly. Knocked loose.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Pass to Hayes. From deep, here's Doncic. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. The Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Collier. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. Collier's got his second bucket of the night.
He got the room he needed and knocked it down. That's a quality shot.
Doncic left side. Look it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Nurkic. Stolen by Ayton. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. To the paint. And Markkanen with the stuff.
The big man from Finland, Lowry, getting up.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Drills it from deep. Reeves has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And stolen by Hayes. Smart outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Doncic with the bucket.
Now he's drained 2 threes in each quarter so far.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. It's Markkanen on the wing. Pass to Collier. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Collier's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Guys, back to you.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. Here's Collier. He has 7. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Smart with the ball. Nurkic picks him up. Smart passes to Doncic. Shoots over Collier. Doncic, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's Smart on the wing. No points so far. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Collier. And here's Nurkic. He's defended by Hayes. Hayes against Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Over Hayes. Nurkic shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
And Nurkic focuses on taking high percentage shots. I like how under control he is on this end.
Smart outside. The 3 is up. And Doncic the bucket on the assist from Smart. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
George passes to Nurkic. Jacks up a 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Out to James. Hachimura outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And it's Utah with the ball, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Mikhailuk. The Jazz again can't hit. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic right side. The three ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Doncic has got 26 points. Here's George. No good again that time. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Lakers, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from each. They're measuring
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Switching gears now, let's talk about a common theme from that first half. Luka Doncic all over the highlight reel.
I feel like every time we do a game involving Doncic, that's who we end up talking about. And here we go again. He forces teams to play him at his pace, which is a very methodical, very calculated, and very difficult to disrupt.
Yes, he's in the matrix. Very slow motion, Kenny.
Oh, I get that. That's pretty good.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. So the Utah 5 right now. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Bailey. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And the Jazz with possession here. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Bailey. Markkanen outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. James outside. Outside Reeves. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Markkanen. Utah with another miss.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Back to Doncic. Ayton with a screen. To the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. George sets a screen. Bailey, the pass to George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 6.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
The Lakers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. From deep, here's Doncic. Connects from downtown.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's George. He has 6. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Check by James. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Back to Doncic. No good on the 3. The Jazz shooting at 45% of the game so far. It's George on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. George outside. Shoots over Ayton. George, no good. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Doncic. Out to James. James double teamed. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound, Utah. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Markkanen outside. Here's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. James outside. Back to Doncic. Outside Reeves. There's the 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Nurkic. Give him 8 points now. Here's Bailey. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And he can't hit the second. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Utah has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. No made baskets yet. Utah moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Reeves against Markkanen. Reeves, the pass to Ayton. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. 14 points for him over James. Bailey's shot is off.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Outside Reeves. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Bailey.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George scanning the floor to win the drought. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
So it's Los Angeles now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. James attacking. Hachimura from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists tonight. The Jazz shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. Down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Now here's Smart, still without a bucket, to the middle. Pass to Vanderbilt. Smart outside. Clock at 6. 4-3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Knocks down the long J.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Connects checked in for Smith. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. And so he makes both from the line. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. Here's the pick. 5 to shoot. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Hendricks is checked in for Nurkic. So it's Los Angeles now. Smart outside. Vanderbilt, a screen on George. Smart for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Smart has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, the range of Marcus Smart. Able to strike from beyond the arc.
Filipowski sets a screen. Here's Bailey. And the layup is good.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Connect with the ball. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The Lakers have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Pass to Smart. Cuts off the pass. 5-on-3 break. Here's Mikhailuk. That 3's off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Connect. No points yet. Doesn't go that time. It's George on the wing. Pass to Mikhailuk. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Now Hayes. Smart outside. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he's not going to throw it down too often, but Smart can get up there when he needs to.
Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Smart against George. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Here's Filipowski. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. The Lakers making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Then for Utah, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Bailey. Sensabaugh comes in for Mikhailuk. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Sensabaugh. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Releases. The Jazz again can't hit. The Lakers shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. Smart outside to the wing on the left. LaRavia outside. Back to Smart from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Smart's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Hayes, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to LaRavia, back to Connect. LaRavia outside. Smart for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen left side. Here's Collier to snap the cold streak. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Maxi Kleber, Dalton Connect out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's LaRavia in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Here's Connect. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. No good on the shot.
Really good work by the defense to protect the rim and alter the shot.
Outside Connect. Kleber outside. Here's Smart. It's good. Smart has got 12 points in just the second half.
And don't judge Smart by his size. A little physicality isn't enough to stop him.
Utah with the ball. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Filipowski. And it's Connect with a rebound. The Lakers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. It's Smart on the wing. Puts up a 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. The Jazz again can't hit. Smart outside to the inside and stolen by Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. He's checked by Kleber. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Laravia, following the bucket by Utah. Pass to Hayes. Count it.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hendricks. Banked it in off the glass. Hendricks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
And Clark, the Defensive Player of the Year award tends to go to shot blockers, insinuating that bigs really have a greater impact on that end of the floor.
Well, you know, the counting stats favor big guys. I mean, when you think about block shots and defensive rebounds, clearly big guys would tend to corral numbers in those areas. And still being on that back line means they're involved in a lot of plays, and they've got to do more than just block shots and rebounds. So to answer the question, generally, I'd say yes.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Launches a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel. 0 points. Nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Here's Markkanen. Plenty of space. And there's another one for the Jazz.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Now here's Smart. Down low. Here's Kleber. And finished off by Kleber.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Here's Collier. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
Now here's Smart. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Collier. And it's Smart missing. The Jazz have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Hayes. Smart outside. LaRavia with a screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Now here's Markkanen. He's covered by LaRavia. And here's Filipowski. Pass to Hendricks. Fires for 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. LaRavia's got 4 rebounds now. Connect on the wing. Now here's Smart. And here's LaRavia. Kleber passes to Hayes. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hayes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Markkanen. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
That's good for Markkanen. The Lakers have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Koloko. Back to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game. George drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz, George.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. And the Lakers making a change here. And the second free throw is good. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Nurkic. Markkanen outside. The 3. He drops it from range. Markkanen's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Markkanen is in rhythm, providing a major lift to this offense.
Smart outside. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Pass to Bailey. Inside, here's Markkanen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Markkanen's got 16 in the second half.
And Markkanen is a low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
Picked by Smith.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Connects checked in for LaRavia. Smith outside. Smart outside. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. Utah's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. It's stolen by Smart. Smith passes to Kleber and finished off by Kleber.
You get used to seeing dimes like this from Nick Smith. I mean, he'll drop them all day.
The Jazz have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. George outside. There's a screen by Nurkic. The three is up. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 2, Jarrett Vanderbilt.
The Lakers have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. To the inside. It's stolen by Nurkic. Pass to Mikhailuk. Buries it down low.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
George outside. A minute 31 left in the fourth. Markkanen sets a screen. George, that one's good.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against Utah.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Now here's Smart. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Oh, he goes right over Yusuf Nurkic. Slams it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Mikhailuk. George, a screen on Vanderbilt. Pass to George. Back to Markkanen. Launches it. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now Smith. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Marcus, your competitive spirit is infectious. Talk about what you bring to this team.
Just a spark. You know, we get a little stagnant on the offensive end, got to get in and move it. You know, I'm coming in, I'm driving, penetrating, finding guys. And, you know, you got a guy that can facilitate and find guys. You know, it gets them feeling good. Then they start making shots, playing defense, and things start falling. You know, that's always missing, just that little energy.
You got it. Thanks, Marcus.
All right. Thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce.